यदिह्यहम् न वर्तेयम् जातु कर्मण्यतन्द्रितः मम वर्त्मानुवर्तन्ते मनुष्याः पार्थ सर्वशः.
For if I ever failed to engage in carefully performing prescribed duties, O Partha, certainly all men would follow my path.
उत्सीदेयुरिमे लोकाः न कुर्याम् कर्म चेदहम् शङ्करस्य च कर्ता स्याम् उपहन्यामि मा प्रजाः.
If I did not perform prescribed duties, all these worlds would be put to ruination. I would be the cause of creating unwanted population, and I would thereby destroy the peace of all living beings.
सक्ता कर्मण्य विद्वांसः यथा कुर्वन्ति भारत कुर्यात् विद्वांस्तथा सक्तः चिकीर्षुर्लोकसङ्ग्रहम्.
As the ignorant perform their duties with attachment to the results, the learned may similarly act but without attachment, for the sake of leading people on the right path.
न बुद्धिभेदम् जनयेत् अज्ञानाम् कर्मसङ्गिनाम् जोषयेत् सर्वकर्माणि विद्वान् युक्तः समाचरन्.
So as not to disrupt the minds of ignorant men attached to the fruitive results of prescribed duties, a learned person should not induce them to stop work. Rather, by working in the spirit of devotion, he should engage them in all sorts of activities for the gradual development of Krishna consciousness.
प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैः कर्माणि सर्वशः अहङ्कार विमूढात्मा कर्ताहमिति मन्यते.
The spirit soul, bewildered by the influence of false ego, thinks himself the doer of activities that are in actuality carried out by the three modes of material nature.
तत्त्ववित्तु महाबाहो गुणकर्म विभागयोः गुणागुणेषु वर्तन्ते इति मत्वा न सज्जते.
O mighty armed, one who is in knowledge of absolute truth does engage himself in the senses and sense gratification, knowing well the difference between work in devotion and work for fruitive results.
प्रकृते गुणसम्मूढाः सज्जन्ते गुणकर्मसु तान कृत्स्नविदो मन्दा कृत्स्नविन्न विचालयेत्.
Bewildered by the modes of material nature, the ignorant fully engage themselves in material activities and become attached. But the wise should not unsettle them, although these duties are inferior due to the performer's lack of knowledge.
मयि सर्वाणि कर्माणि सन्न्यस्याध्यात्मचेतसा निराशीर्निर्ममो भूत्वा युध्यस्व विगतज्वरः.
Therefore, O Arjuna, surrendering all your works onto me, with full knowledge of me, without desires for profit, with no claims to proprietorship, and free from lethargy, start fighting.
ये मे मतमिदं नित्यम् अनुतिष्ठन्ति मानवाः श्रद्धावन्तो न सूयन्तः मुच्यन्ते तेऽपि कर्मभिः.
Those persons who execute their duties according to my injunctions and who follow this teaching faithfully without envy become free from bondage of fruitive actions.
ये त्वेतदभ्यसूयन्तः नानुतिष्ठन्ति मे मतम् सर्वज्ञानविमूढांस्तान् विद्धि नष्टान् चेतसः.
But those who, out of envy, disregard these teachings and do not follow them are to be considered bereft of all knowledge, befooled and ruined in their endeavors for perfection.
सदृशं चेष्टते स्वस्याः प्रकृतेर्ज्ञानवानपि प्रकृतिं यान्ति भूतानि निग्रहः किं करिष्यति.
For a man of knowledge acts according to his own nature. Because everyone follows the nature he has acquired from the three modes, what can repression accomplish?
इन्द्रियस्येन्द्रियस्यार्थे रागद्वेषौ व्यवस्थितो तयोर्नवशमागच्छेत् तौ ह्यस्य परिपन्थिनौ.
There are principles to regulate attachment and aversion pertaining to the senses and their objects. One should not come under the control of such attachment and aversions, because they are stumbled blocks on the path of self-realization.
श्रेयान् स्वधर्मो विगुणः परधर्मात् स्वनुष्ठितात् स्वधर्मे निधनं श्रेयः परधर्मो भयावहः.
It is far better to discharge one's prescribed duties even though faultily than another duties perfectly. Destruction in the course of performing one's own duty is better than engaging in another's duties, because to follow another's path is dangerous.
अर्जुन उवाच अथ केन प्रयुक्तोऽयम् पापञ्चरति पूरुषः अनिच्छन्नपि वार्ष्णेय बलादिव नियोजितः.
Arjuna said, O dissident of Vrishni, by what is one impelled to sinful acts, even unwillingly, as if engaged by force?
श्रीभगवानुवाच काम एष क्रोध एषः रजोगुणसमुद्भवः महाशनो महापाप्मा विद्येनमिह वैरिणम्.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, It is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion and later transformed into wrath, and which is the all-devouring sinful enemy of this world.
धूमेनाव्रियते वह्निः यथादर्शो मलेन च यथोल्बेनावृतो गर्भः तथा तेनेदमावृतम्.
As fire is covered by smoke, as a mirror is covered by dust, or as the embryo is covered by the womb, the living entity is similarly covered by different degrees of this lust.
आवृतम् ज्ञानमेतेन ज्ञानिनो नित्यवैरिणा कामरूपेण कौन्तेय दुष्पूरेणानलेन च.
Thus, the wise living entity's pure consciousness becomes covered by his eternal enemy in the form of lust, which is never satisfied and which burns like fire.
इन्द्रियाणि मनो बुद्धिः अस्याधिष्ठानमुच्यते एतैर्विमोहयत्येषः ज्ञानमावृत्य देहिनम्.
The senses, the mind and the intelligence are the sitting places of this lust. Through them, lust covers the real knowledge of living entity and bewilders him.
तस्मात् त्वमिन्द्रियाण्यादौ नियम्य भरतर्षभ पाप्मानम् प्रजहिह्येनम् ज्ञानविज्ञाननाशनम्.
Therefore, O Arjuna, best of the Bharatas, in the very beginning, curb this great symbol of sin by regulating the senses and slay this destroyer of knowledge and self-realization.
इन्द्रियाणि पराण्याहुः इन्द्रियेभ्यः परम् मनः मनसस्तु परा बुद्धिः यो बुद्धेः परतस्तु सः.
The working senses are superior to dull matter. Mind is higher than senses. Intelligence is still higher than mind. And the soul is even higher than the intelligence.
एवम् बुद्धेः परम् बुद्ध्वा संस्तभ्यात्मानमात्मना जहि शत्रुम् महाबाहो कामरूपम् दुरासदम्.
Thus, knowing oneself to be transcendental to the material senses, mind and intelligence, O mighty armed Arjuna, one should study the mind by deliberate spiritual intelligence, that is Krishna's consciousness, and thus by spiritual strength conquer this insatiable enemy known as lust.
ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे कर्मयोगो नाम तृतीयोऽध्यायः.